I used to live in Chester, and every now and again, perhaps when I was just feeling a little bit tired or discouraged and down, or whenever I just needed a rest, I used to pop over to a house which was run and owned by a bunch of Benedictine nuns. And they'd open up the house and they'd give you a room and they'd basically say, rest, enjoy, sleep, read, whatever you want to do. And then in the evening, if you want to, come and join us for Bible study. One particular occasion, they were sharing from John chapter 13 when Jesus washes his disciples' feet. So on this occasion, with the nuns, they talked to us about the idea of the roads being dusty in those days and the feet being particularly dirty and smelly and sweaty, and that the custom was you'd go into somebody's house and of course the lowest person, the servant, would remove your sandals and then would wash your feet. Now I don't know if any of you have had your feet washed. It's a really weird experience, but I suppose back then it was absolutely normal, and you wouldn't think twice, I guess, of the servant washing your feet. It was pretty normal, and it was polite of the host to offer that. And the nuns talked to us about this, and they talked to us about what it would have been like for Jesus to have prepared himself to do the washing of the disciples' feet, and how the disciples would have rightly been totally confused, as we read Peter was, saying, not a chance, because Peter and the rest of them would have viewed Jesus as anything but the servant. I mean, he was the rabbi, he was their teacher, their leader. And slowly, one by one, Jesus washed their feet. And then the nuns said, and this was the kicker for me, really, because they said, imagine that you were there, and imagine that you were sitting watching, and then Jesus came and knelt before you and removed your shoes, your sandals, and washed your feet. I remember being pretty struck by this idea that this Jesus that I was getting to know, this Jesus who I believed was the visual expression of the invisible God, this Jesus would wash my feet, would take that place of lowliness, that place of service. And the older I get, the more I realise that shouldn't surprise me when I think of the incarnation. This child born not in splendour and majesty worthy of a king, but in poverty, born in a stable because there's no room in an inn, born under the rumour of scandal and the threat of genocide, soon to be a refugee, this God incarnate, born on earth to serve, to give his life for me. Goodness. God Almighty come to serve me. And all I can do is just say thank you. Because that's the Easter story.